So in this video, first we are going to see what technologies are targeted by Flipper Zero and basically what Flipper Zero can do. So starting with RFID cloning and emulation. So what Flipper Zero can do is it can target RFID cards, badges, and allow users to emulate these RFID cards. So we are going to see all these technologies later on in this course. Right now, I'm just giving you an overview what Flipper Zero can do. So it can clone and emulate RFID tags and RFID cards. Then it can also do wireless key fob hacking. So basically, it's a sub gigahertz frequency. So all the things which lie under sub gigahertz frequency, like your car keys, your garage doors, wireless wireless switches, all these things lie between sub gigahertz frequency. So Flipper Zero can easily target all these things as well. Then there is NFC attacks. So Flipper Zero can do NFC attacks as well. So NFC attacks are similar to RFID. So NFC technology is basically similar to RFID. There is a frequency difference which we will discuss. So it can target NFC cards as well, and it can also clone and emulate contactless payment cards. So we will see all these things as well. Then there is remote control system hacking. So Flipper Zero can target infrared technologies as well. So like your TV remotes, your AC remotes, and other remotes as well, like your fan remotes. So Flipper Zero can target all these things as well. Then wireless network hacking. So what we can do is we can connect external Wi-Fi wireless card with Flipper Zero, and it can perform Wi-Fi password cracking, capturing handshakes, and testing network vulnerabilities as well. Then there is custom applications as well. So at the top of Flipper Zero, you can see GPIO pins, and we can connect different modules with these GPIO pins, and we can check special vulnerabilities and conduct special tasks as well. So these are all the technologies targeted by Flipper Zero, and we are going to see all these things later on in this course, and we will also see practical demos as well. Thank you.
The Flipper Zero is a compact multifunctional device designed for hardware hacking, security testing, and penetration testing. Equipped with various interfaces and features, it allows users to interact with different electronic systems from RFID and NFC to infrared and radio frequencies. So over here, you can see different tools. So Flipper Zero is a combination of all these tools, starting with Proxmark 3. So Proxmark 3 is a powerful RFID and NFC research tool that enables user to interact with RFID cards, uh, and it is commonly employed for security testing and penetration testing, and in research into contactless smart cards. So Proxmark 3 is specific to RFID and NFC, and it is little complicated to use, but it's a very powerful tool. On the other hand, uh, our Flipper Zero is not that much powerful, but it's very easy to use. So that's the edge of Flipper Zero. You don't need to know the core technology, but with Proxmark 3, you should know how the technology works. Then there is HackRF1. So this is HackRF1, and HackRF1 is a popular software-defined radio platform known for its wide range of frequency and flexibility. It is widely used for exploring and manipulating wireless communication, making it an excellent choice for penetration testers. Then there is Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is a versatile single board computer that has found applications in diverse fields, including cybersecurity and penetration testing. It's a small, low-cost device with GPIO pins, making it suitable for hardware hacking projects. Then uh, there is also a bad USB. So bad USB runs malicious codes. So all in all, Flipper Zero is a combination of all these tools. And in our coming section, we are going to explore all these technologies just using our Flipper Zero. Thank you.
So in this section, first we are going to install the desktop application for Flipper Zero, and then we are going to install the mobile application for Flipper Zero. And after that, we will see the different variants of firmware available in the market. So let's just start. So first we have to go on the official site of Flipper Zero, that is Flipper Zero uh, .1. So this is the official site, and over here you have to go in download section, and here you can see mobile Flipper mobile app and Flipper desktop application. So let's just download the Windows version. You can also download the Mac OS and Linux version as well if you are using Mac OS or Linux. uh, we are using Windows, so let me just download the Windows version, and I'll keep it on desktop. So it will take few seconds to download, and then we are going to install this application. All right, so it's downloaded. Let's just install. And I'll keep it all the default options for now. Make sure you checked all these things, and let's just install. So once the application is installed, you will see the icon on your desktop. So over here you can see the icon. So let's just double click on it. And over here it's asking us to connect our Flipper Zero device. So let's just connect our Flipper Zero device. So let's just connect, and over here you can see all the options. So this is the default firmware. Over here you can see sub gigahertz frequency, RFID, NFC, infrared. So as we discussed in our previous section, these are all the technologies targeted by Flipper Zero. Over here you can see GPIO pins. These are the GPIO pins, and there is I button, bad USB, and U2F, and then there is settings. So over here you can see on the mobile application, whatever function I'm performing or whatever menu I'm choosing, you can see that in the desktop application as well. So let's just use our desktop application for now, and we can use our application as well, as you can see. So right now we are using the default firmware, and let me just show you the version of the default firmware. So it's 0.94.1, and the build date is 1st November 2023. When you will use this application, the firmware might be changed, right? Because they update firmware very frequently. So in our next section, we are going to also see the different firmwares available in the market other than the official firmware. Uh, so over here you can see this desktop application. Now let me show you the mobile application as well. So to download your mobile application, you have to go on your Play Store and type Flipper Zero, and you will see this application. So let's just install this application. It's a very small application. It won't take that much time, and it's installing. And let's just open the application. And we have to connect our Flipper Zero device with this application as well. So let me show you. So you have to go in settings, and you have to turn on your Bluetooth. Now it's on. Now let's just try to connect. Let's just connect. Let's just pair. And over here you can see the code. This is the code which you have to enter in your device. So it's 094613. And let's just pair. And our device is connected with our uh, mobile application as well, right? Over here you can see full info option, and over here you can see the device name. It's updating right now, so let's just wait. Over here it's synchronizing the device, so it might take some time. All right, so it's synchronized now and it's connected fully. So over here you can see all the things, all the details, right? And there is an update as well, so we can update as well. Right now I'm not going to update anything. I'm just going to show you all these things. So over here you can see in archive, you can see all these things. We can control our device with this application as well. So those things which you see in green, for these things you have to update uh, uh, your Flipper Zero. Right now I'm not updating. Let me just show you the other things which are available, which are in blue. So we can emulate as well. As you can see on the screen, it's emulating. Let me just stop. And for these things like doorbell, send, we have to update our firmware, as you can see, right? All the other things we can perform without updating. Let me just try one more time. And we can control our Flipper Zero with our application as well, as you can see, right? See, it's right now the application is slow, but still you can control your Flipper Zero with this application as well, right? So in the future they might update this application. So these are the two applications you can use to control your Flipper Zero device as well. In our next video, we are going to see the different variants of firmware available in the market, and which firmware is good and which firmware we are going to use throughout our course. We will see these things in our next video. Thank you. So in our previous video, we installed the desktop and mobile application for Flipper Zero, and we have seen the default firmware which comes with Flipper Zero. In this video, we are going to see some other variants available in the market regarding firmware. So why we are updating the firmware? Because the default firmware which comes with Flipper Zero don't allow you to use this device on its full potential. So that's why we are updating the firmware. So there are different firmwares in the market which allow this device to use on its full potential. So there are three variants which are very popular. There is Rogue Master firmware, Unleashed firmware, and Extreme firmware. So you can use all three firmwares, any of these firmware, whichever you like. But throughout this course, we are going to use this Rogue Master firmware, and the reason is they update the firmware very frequently. So that's why we are going to use their firmware. So let me show you all these three firmwares and how to update your Flipper Zero device with these firmwares. So let me just go on these links. So let's just start with Rogue Master. So over here, uh, this is the link, and you have to go over here in assets. So over here you can see TGZ file. So this is the firmware. So let's just download this firmware. And over here you can see this firmware is updated 3 days ago. So let me download in the uh, firmware folder. And then there is Unleashed firmware. So if you want to use unleashed firmware, all you have to do is you have to go to this GitHub link and then releases, and over here you can see the firmware. So make sure you download the tgz file, right? So over here you can see the scripts file and sdk file. So we don't need these files, we need this update unleashed and the version .tgz file, right? And we also don't need these zip files and other these files. So this is the firmware. Similarly, you can download the extreme firmware as well. So similarly, you have to go over release and you can download this tgz file, right? And you can see this extreme firmware is updated on September 1st, and this unleashed firmware was updated 2 weeks ago. So our firmware is downloaded. Let's just open our app. So we are controlling our device, our Flipper Zero device with our app. So let me just go back, and you have to over here you can see install from file. So you have to click over here and you have to go on the folder in which you have downloaded this firmware, and all you have to do is you have to just select this and install, and it will start installing the firmware. So it might take a few minutes to install. All right, so the firmware is updated. So all you have to do is you have to plug in your device one more time. So you have to plug out and plug in your device. And over here you can see success and continue. And now over here you can see the firmware version and the build date and all the other details as well. And over here you can see the animation is also changed, right? So over here you can see all the options: NFC, IR remote, I button, U2F, and settings and bed USB. So these are all the options. But now these options, these all technologies are fully advanced, and we can use this device on its full potential, which we are going to see in our coming videos. So this is how you can update your firmware in your Flipper Zero device. Thank you. So in this section, we are going to talk about NFC and RFID. So let's just start with the introduction and the differences between NFC and RFID. So NFC, the full form of NFC is near field communication, and full form of RFID is radio frequency communication. And both are wireless communication technologies, but they serve a different purpose and have some key differences. So let's just talk about these differences first, starting with the range. So NFC operates over a very short range, short distance, typically up to 4 centimeters, which is about 1.5 inches, and it is designed for close range communication. On the other hand, RFID can operate over a wider range depending on the specific frequency and technology used. RFID system can range from few centimeters to several meters and even longer. Then there is communication type. NFC, so NFC is not a different technology. NFC is a subset of RFID, and it's a two-way communication technology. Devices can both send and receive data, so making it suitable for applications like mobile payments and peer-to-peer data transfer. RFID typically operates in a one-way communication mode. So RFID tags store data that can be read by RFID readers, but the tags themselves don't actively initiate the communication. Then the use cases. So NFC is commonly used for contactless payment systems like mobile wallets, Apple Pay, access control systems, keycard readers, and data exchange between smartphones and other devices. RFID is used for a wider range of applications such as tracking and identifying objects, inventory management, supply chain tracking, and access control. So these are some use cases of NFC and RFID. Then there is the frequency difference. So NFC operates at 13.56 megahertz frequency, and it is a standard frequency. There is no other frequency for NFC, right? So this is the only frequency on which NFC operates. And RFID system can operate at various frequencies, including low range frequency, high range frequency, and ultra high range frequency, depending on the application and requirement. Then the important thing is security. So NFC is designed for secure communication. So making it suitable for applications like mobile payments and contactless payments. So NFC is more secure. On the other hand, RFID is not that much secure. So in summary, NFC is a subset of RFID and it is optimized for close range two-way communication and commonly used for applications like mobile payments and pairing devices. RFID, on the other hand, can be used for broader range of applications and technologies depending on the requirement. So in this course, we are going to focus on NFC because it's a subset of RFID and it's more secure. And since we talk about the two-way communication and the contactless payment, so we will see all these things in NFC. So we will focus on NFC. So if you want to learn more about NFC and RFID programming and RFID technology, there is a complete course on RFID programming and security masterclass. We have talked about RFID and NFC in very detail in this course. So if you are interested in this course, you can just check out this link over here. And we also talked about Proxmark 3, which is a robust tool for RFID checking RFID security. So if you want to learn more about RFID programming and how you can implement RFID and how you can make it secure and how you can crack the RFID security, there is a complete course on it. So in our next video, we are going to take Flipper Zero and try to read NFC and RFID cards and see how we can crack the security of NFC. Thank you. So in this video, we are going to read NFC and RFID cards. So let's just start. And over here, I'm using uh, Rogue Master firmware. So let me go in NFC section and let's just try to read. And over here, you can see different NFC and RFID card. We are going to talk about these cards in a moment. So let's just start with this card and let's just put it on the back of Flipper Zero. And as you can see, it has started reading this card and I can stop. So it's doing a dictionary attack on this card and trying to read all the blocks in this card. So let me just stop and let me show you the UID. So let me just focus. And over here you can see this is a Mayfair Classic 1K card, and over here you can see the UID as well. So Mayfair Classic cards are NFC cards. This is a type of card, and you can learn more about this card in our RFID programming course. So let me just uh, stop and exit, and let's just try to read this card as well. And this time we are going to use apps, and over here you can see different sections in apps as well. So there is NFC as well, and we can read cards. So let's just try to read this card, and over here you can see it's also a Mayfair Classic card, and at the bottom you can see key found 29 out of 32 and sector read 15 out of 16. So let's just stop this card as well for now. And over here you can see the UID of this card, and let's just go in more section.
And over here you can see the option to save this card data. Emulate, we will go emulate in our coming videos. So let's just save the data for now, and let's just, we can name it anything. So let me name it MK01, and let's just save the data. So this card is saved now. Over here you can see. So we can emulate data, and we can also write this data. So let me show you another type of card. And over here you can see this is a magic card. So magic cards are different from these NFC cards. They are similar in a way that these are also Mayfair cards, classic cards. But in normal Mayfair cards, you cannot change the UIDs. But these cards, the magic cards, you can change the UIDs as well. And we can save the data from this card to these magic cards. So let me show you. So let's just first try to read this card. And over here you can see, so over here you can see this is a Mayfair Classic card, and the UID you can see 01020304. And let's just exit, and let me show you another script. Over here you can see NFC Magic. So let's just go over here and let's just check this card. So as you can see, this is a magic card. And if you go in more, you can see we can write, and we can also wipe the data from this card. So let's just try to write the data first. So we have saved this card MK01. So let's just try to write this card, and let's just do continue, and it says write success. So let's just check. Now let's just try to read data. Let's just go in apps again, and let's just try to read this card now. And let's just stop. So as you can see, the UID is changed. Over here you can see the UID of this card is changed, and the sector data is also changed. See? So we can write these cards. And let's just exit, and let's just check this card one more time, and we can wipe data. So let's just try to wipe data. Wipe success. And now let's just try to read data. And as you can see, again the UID is changed in these cards. So these are magic cards. We are going to use these cards in our coming videos to break the security. And over here, this is a credit card, and we can also, as we discussed, NFC is also used in contactless payment systems. So let's just try to read this card, this credit card. Let's just go in NFC again, and let's just go in NFC script, and let's just try to read. So as you can see, we can read this card. So this is an expire card. It's not in use. So, but we can use this Flipper Zero to read the uh, contactless payment cards as well. So RFID enabled cards or NFC enabled cards, we can easily read data, and we can read the card number as well, as you can see, and expiry date as well. And we can again save this information, and we can save this information, and we can emulate this information as well. See, we can emulate this data as well. So we will see emulation in our coming videos. So this is how we can read this contactless payment cards as well. Even we can read these cards from the wallets as well. Let me show you. So let me put this card in the wallet. So let me put it over here. And now let's just try to read data from these cards. See, we can read data from the wallets as well. So this is how we can read data from NFC and RFID cards. And in our next video, I'm going to also show you how you can protect your credit cards and debit cards from these type of attacks. So in our next video, we are going to talk about how we can stop these attacks and how we can protect our cards. Thank you. So in our previous video, we have seen how we can read NFC and RFID cards, and we have seen how Flipper Zero can be dangerous in reading contactless payment cards. So in this video, we are going to talk about how we can secure our debit and credit cards. So over here, you can see these are the cards which we can read. So let me just go in NFC again and just, okay, it's just crashed. So let me just reset it. And let's just try to read the card. And let's just try to read the card. So as you can see, we can read these cards. Let's just exit. And to secure these cards, these debit and credit cards, and all the NFC cards, we can use these RFID protection shields, and we can put our cards into it, and we can make our cards secure. So let me show you in a moment. So let's just put this card, right? Oh, so this card in this shield protection cover. And now let's just try to read this card. Let's just go in NFC and let's just try to read. So as you can see, I have just placed this card at the bottom of Flipper Zero, but Flipper Zero cannot read this card. See, I can move this, but still Flipper Zero cannot read this card. Right? So these are the protection covers which you can use to secure your debit and credit cards. So make sure you use these protection covers nowadays to make your cards secure. Thank you. So this is our NFC reader which we created using Arduino Uno, and this is the module for NFC reader, which is PN532. And over here you can see a few basic things like OLED and buzzer. So this is the module which we have created to check the security using our Flipper Zero. So I'm going to show you how you can create this module in the next video. For now, I'm just going to give you the demo how this module works. So let's just start. So over here you can see our cards, NFC based cards, and we have programmed cards in this module using Arduino. So few of the cards are valid and few of the cards are invalid. So let's just see. So let's just start with this card. So you have to bring the card near to the this module. So over here you can see, and in the LED, you can see that this is a valid card. Let me try this card. This is a magic card, and this card is invalid, as you can see. Let me try this card. This is also invalid. And we have also programmed uh, our contactless payment card, which is our credit card, in this NFC reader. So let's just try this card as well. And as you can see, this is a valid card. So these are few cards which we have programmed. So these type of modules are basically installed where you see NFC or RFID security in attendance system or other RFID system. These type of modules are basically installed. So this is a demo module with very basic things. But usually these are the modules which RFID programmers use to program RFID systems. So in our coming videos, we are going to see how we can bypass the security of this NFC reader. And in our next video, we are going to see how we can create this NFC reader. Thank you.
So now we are going to see how we can create this basic NFC reader. So the module we are using is PN532, and over here you can see the sketch diagram. Let me zoom out. So over here you can see the sketch diagram. So we are using Arduino Uno with this PN532 module, and over here we are using some basic things like OLED and breadboard and buzzer. So these are the required component for creating this basic NFC reader. So let me go through the code. The code is very easy. So let me zoom in. So over here we are including few libraries for PN532 and for OLED. Then over here we are doing the display setting for our OLED, and we are also defining the pin for the buzzer. Over here we are doing the setup of our PN532 module. Then in our setup function, first we are initializing our PN532 module, and over here we are initializing our LED and then our buzzer. Then in loop function, we have read NFC function, and in read NFC function, first we are defining two variables, UID for the UID and UID length for the length. Then we are grabbing the UID from the card over here. Then over here, this is the tag ID, which is the UID. We are hard coding two UIDs over here. You can see you can hard code your own UID over here. And if these are the two UIDs, then we are calling the valid UID function, else we are calling the invalid UID function. So this is a very simple code. And in valid UID function, we are printing valid UID on the OLED, and we are just doing the buzzer. Similarly, in invalid UID, we are printing invalid UID, and we are again doing the buzzer. So this is a very simple code. You can go through this code, and if you want to create your own NFC module, I have also provided the documentation which you can go through. You can find this documentation in the resources file, and I'll also provide this sketch diagram as well as this code, so you can create this module very easily. So this is the documentation which you can go through. This is a very simple NFC reader. You have a basic Arduino experience to create this NFC module. So this is the documentation. In our next video, we are going to use the same NFC reader, and we are going to use our Flipper Zero, and we will see how we can bypass the security of this NFC reader. Thank you. So now we are going to see how we can bypass the security of these type of readers, NFC readers. So let's just start. So this was our valid card. Let me try one more time. As you can see, it's printing valid UID, and it's also printing the UID. So what we can do is we can use our Flipper Zero, and we can go in NFC, and first we can read this card. Let's just read. And let me stop.
And over here you can see the UID and the card. And let's just save this data. Let me name it MM01, and let's just save this data. And now this card is saved. Now what we can do is we can emulate this card. So let's just do emulation. And when I will bring this flipper 0 near to this reader, you will see that it will make it valid. See, over here in the OLED, you can see it's making it valid. So this is how we can use our flipper 0 to bypass the security of any NFC reader using emulation technique. In our next video, we are going to show you how you can use magic card to bypass the security of same NFC reader. Thank you. So now we are going to see how we can bypass the security of this NFC reader using our magic card. So this is our magic card, and let me show you this magic card. So over here you can see this card is invalid, and now we are going to use our flipper 0, and we will write this card with the valid card. So let me just go in apps, NFC, and then NFC magic, and let's just check this card. So as you can see, magic card detected. Let's just go in more, and let's just write. So this was the card which we saved in our previous video. So let me just write this card and write success. So let me just put flipper 0 aside, and now let's just try this card. And as you can see, it's doing the valid card and also printing the UID, which is changed. So this is our magic card, and we can use these type of cards to bypass the security of these type of readers. Let me try one more time, and this card become valid. Now let's just wipe out the data from this card, and we will try it one more time. So let me just go in apps, NFC, NFC magic. Let's just check this card, and let's just wipe out the data, and success. Now let me try this card one more time, and again this card become invalid. So this is how you can use flipper 0 and magic card to bypass the security of these type of NFC readers. Thank you. In this section, we are going to talk about sub-gigahertz. So sub-gigahertz refers to the frequencies that are below 1 gigahertz on electromagnetic spectrum. So electromagnetic spectrum encompasses a broad range of frequencies starting with very low frequency and going till extremely high frequency. So many remote control devices like garage door openers, car key fobs, and other short range communication devices operate in this sub-gigahertz frequency range. Sub-gigahertz frequency provides better penetration through obstacles like walls and have longer communication ranges compared to higher frequency band. So in Flipper Zero, the Flipper Zero device is integrated with multi-band antenna, and there is a chip which is CC1101 chip, which is a transceiver chip. So CC1101 supports a wide range of frequencies in sub-gigahertz range, starting with 300 megahertz
and going till 928 megahertz. So this is a very broad range of frequencies covered with this chip. So what things come under this frequency range? There are many things which come in this sub-gigahertz frequency range, starting with wireless sensor networks. Many wireless sensor networks which are designed for long-range communication in industrial settings and environmental monitoring uses this sub-gigahertz frequency range. Many IoT devices, Internet of Things devices also uses this sub-gigahertz frequency. Certain immature radio bands also operates in sub-gigahertz frequency. As we talk about remote controls, so many remote controls systems like garage door openers, car key fobs, wireless doorbells also operate in this sub-gigahertz frequency range. There are certain wireless microphone systems which also comes under sub-gigahertz range. Industrial automation, wireless communication in industrial automation, process control and monitoring systems also uses this sub-gigahertz frequency range. In nowadays, there are smart meters. So utility companies uses these smart meters, and they also embed a sub-gigahertz frequency to check the electricity and gas bills using these smart meters. So there are many things in which this sub-gigahertz frequency comes. So sub-gigahertz frequency is a broad topic, but right now we are just going to cover it according to the Flipper Zero. But it's a very interesting and very broad topic. There are so many things in this topic when it comes under the umbrella of ethical hacking. So we have specialized courses designed for just for these frequency ranges, and there are many other tools which we have covered in these courses like HackRF1, RTL SDR, Lime SDR, even Raspberry Pi. So this is a very broad topic, and if you want to learn more about sub-gigahertz frequency and how these wireless devices operate, so we have a series of courses which you can check out. And in our next video, we are going to see frequency analyzer in Flipper Zero, and then we are going to take it from there. Thank you. So in this video, we are going to look at frequency analyzer. So let me go in main menu and sub-gigahertz. And over here, you can see frequency analyzer. So let's just click on it with the middle button. And over here, you can see a spectrum. So frequency analyzer is just like a spectrum, and on this spectrum you will see all the frequencies which are in your vicinity. So let me show you in the form of example. So I have three different wireless devices. So let's just start with the wireless switch. So let me press the wireless switch and you will see the frequency over here in the frequency analyzer. Let me press on. So as you can see the frequency, and let's just do off, and again you can see the frequency. So this is a frequency analyzer, and we can do the wireless doorbell as well. Let me do it one more time so you can see the frequency. As you can see the frequency over here, let's just do it one more time. See, you can see the frequency. So this is a wireless doorbell. There is another thing through which you can find the frequency. Let me go up, and there is read. So read is a frequency hopper. So it will hop different frequencies. Over here you can see it's hopping frequency right now. So what we can do is we can also find frequency using this frequency hopper. So let me press the wireless doorbell one more time and you will see the frequency. See? Let's just do it one more time. And at the bottom you can see it's still hopping the frequencies. So let's just do it one more time. And you can see the frequency. So these are the two methods through which you can find different frequencies. There are certain cases in which these two scripts don't work. So let me show you. Let me exit and let's just go in frequency analyzer one more time. And this is my car key. So let me try my car key as well. So as you can see, there is no result on frequency analyzer, right? And if I'll go back and go in uh, read in frequency hopper, let's just try frequency hopper as well. So as you can see, there is no result. So in these type of cases, what you can do is you can go in apps, and there is sub gigahertz folder, and in sub gigahertz folder there is spectrum analyzer. So in spectrum analyzer, you can analyze the frequency. But for using spectrum analyzer, there are cases in which you need to know the bracket of your device. Means you need to know uh, the frequency the frequency in which your device could lie. So basically, you don't need to know the exact frequency, but you should know where this device could lie, right? So this car key is around 315. So let me go in 315. Okay, put the button over here and let's just go in 315, right? And let me select the narrow band. So using the middle button, you can select the bands. So ultra narrow, precise, ultra wide, wide and narrow. So let me go around 315, from 311 till 315. Now let's just try our car key one more time. Let me press. And over here you can see the peak. Let's just try one more time. So you can see the peak is around 312. So let's just do it one more time. So it's around 312.14. Let's just try it one more time. So it's 312.2 or 1, right? So this is how you can use spectrum analyzer. So in our next video, we are going to see how we can do capture and replay attack. So in capture and replay attack, what we will do is we will first capture the frequency of the device, and then we will use our flipper 0 to replay that frequency. Thank you. So now we are going to do capture and replay attack. So let's just start, and let me go in sub gigahertz one more time and frequency analyzer, and let's just start with our wireless switch. So let me press the switch button one more time, and you can see the frequency, and let me turn off, and again you can see the frequency. So let me put it over here, and what you can do is once you get the frequency, you can press the middle button, so it will lock this frequency, right? So let me press the middle button, and you will see LED, and this frequency is locked. Now what you can do is you can go back, and then you have to go in read row, and then you have to go in config with the left button, and over here you can see this frequency. You don't need to change this frequency, but you can see this frequency, and of course you can change this frequency, but over here you don't need to change this frequency because we already got the correct frequency. So what you can do is you can go in modulation, and you have to make sure your modulation is AM270, and you can turn on the sound, or it's your choice, you can turn it off, and the threshold value should be -80, right? So this is the configuration of your capturing file. And now what we can do is we can press the record button with the middle, and it will start recording the frequency. Now let me press the button one more time. So as you can see, it's recording the frequency, right? And let me press the turn off. So it's turned off.
And now what we can do is we can do stop, and we can save this frequency, we can erase this frequency, and we can replay this frequency. So let's just do the replay attack first. So as you can see, it's doing turn on and turn off. So you can see the switch is over here, the remote is over here, and again let me do the replay attack one more time. So turn on and turn off. So this is how you can use frequency analyzer and this read raw to capture and do a replay attack. In our next video, we will do the replay attack on our wireless doorbell. Thank you. So now we are going to do the attack on wireless doorbell. So let's just go in sub gigahertz, and this time we will use frequency hopper. So let's just do read, and let me press my wireless doorbell key, and you can see the frequency. Let's just do it one more time, and again you can see the frequency. So let me put it over here so you can see the button. And what you can do is you can just click on the middle button, and over here you can see the send option. So let's just do send, and you can see the doorbell. So let me do it one more time. See, and you can save this frequency as well. You can see the save option with the right button. So let's just do it one more time. So this is how you can use frequency hopper to hop the frequency, and you can directly use frequency hopper to send the frequency as well. Thank you. So now let's just capture the frequency of our car key as well. So let's just go in apps this time. So we have to go in spectrum analyzer. So we'll go in sub gigahertz folder, and there is spectrum analyzer. And let's just go in the frequency bracket, which is around 312. And let me select narrowband. Right. And now let me press the car key so that we can see the frequency. So it's around 312. Let's just do it one more time so you can see the peak. So it's around 312. So we can exit spectrum analyzer, and then we can go in sub gigahertz and read raw. And now in configuration, we have to set the frequency manually. So let's just set the frequency, which is around 312, and let's just pick 312.20. And let's just start recording. And now let me press my car key. So over here you can see the peak, and let me unlock the car as well. So this is unlock, and this is lock. So this is how you can capture the frequency of your car key as well. And of course, if I'll do a replay attack, this will also work. So this is how you can do a capture and replay attack on your different radio devices. Thank you. In this section, we are going to start with uh, external modules. So external modules are connected with GPIO pins. So over here you can see these are the GPIO pins, and GPIO stands for general purpose input output pins. So basically we can connect different external modules with our flipper 0, and we can extend the functionality of our flipper 0. So we are going to use two different modules in this section. The first module is this Wi-Fi board, which comes with flipper 0. Basically you can purchase it with flipper 0 from the same site on which you can find this flipper 0. So this is our Wi-Fi module board, and we can connect this port with our flipper 0 like this, and then we can use this Wi-Fi module to check the security of our Wi-Fi networks, and we can do the penetration testing on our Wi-Fi networks. So this is a Wi-Fi module board, and we can connect other modules as well with these pins. So this is a great way of extending the functionality of our Flipper Zero. So first of all, as I told you, we are going to use this Wi-Fi module. So first of all, we have to install the firmware on this board. So in our next video, we are going to see how we can install the firmware in this Wi-Fi board, and then we will use this board with our Flipper Zero, and we will do some penetration testing on our Wi-Fi networks. Thank you.
So in this video, we are going to install Marauder firmware in our Wi-Fi board, Flipper Zero Wi-Fi board. So let's just start. So before starting your Kali Linux, by the way, we are using Kali Linux for installing this Marauder firmware. So before starting your Kali Linux in your virtual machine, first you have to make sure your board is automatically get connected with your Kali machine. So first we are going to do this. So you have to go in settings, and over here in USB, you will see that this ESP32 board is added over here. So let me show you how you can add this board. Let me remove this, sorry, and just remove this. So what you have to do is you have to hold the boot button on your Flipper Zero Wi-Fi module, and then you can connect it with your laptop like this, and just release the boot button, and then you go on this plus sign, you will see this board. So let me add this board. So this board is added, and let's just do OK. So now this board is connected with our virtual machine. Now whenever we will connect this board with our laptop, it will automatically get connected with our Kali Linux machine. So it will not connect with our physical machine, it will directly connect with our Kali machine. So let's just remove this board now. And now let's just start our Kali machine. So let's just open the terminal. And let me do zoom so you can see clearly. Let's just first do sudo su and type our password. Let's just clear out, and we will do git clone, and we will use this link to download the Marauder firmware. So I will provide this link in the resources file. So you have to just do git clone and use this link to download the firmware. So I have already downloaded this firmware. So let me go in this directory, right? And over here, let's just do ls. So over here, first you will see this requirement.txt file. So first we have to download all the requirements. So for that, we will use pip3 install -r requirements.txt. Sorry, requirements.txt. Let's just hit enter. So it will download all the requirements. So all the requirements are downloaded, and let's just clear out. And now there is a tricky part to connect your board uh, with your machine. So this is how you have to connect your board. So first you have to hold the boot button and keep it pressed, and then you have to connect it with your laptop like this, and then you have to press the reset button one time, and then you can release the boot button. So this is how you have to connect your uh, Wi-Fi module with your system, right? Otherwise, it will not install the firmware correctly. Now let's just type Python 3 and easy install .py. Let's just hit enter. And over here you will see lots of options, but we will only consider the first option, flash Marauder firmware on our Wi-Fi board. So let's just select the first option and let's just hit enter. So it's downloading the firmware. Sorry, it's flashing the firmware. So as you can see, the Marauder firmware is flashed in our Wi-Fi module. So now we can disconnect this port with our laptop, and in our next video we are going to use this port with our Flipper Zero and see what types of Wi-Fi attacks we can do on Wi-Fi networks. Thank you. So now I have connected my Wi-Fi module with my Flipper Zero. So let's just start with the evil portal attack. And by the way, for this Wi-Fi module section, I'm using Extreme firmware because recently Extreme firmware has a great update for this Wi-Fi module. So that's why I'm using Extreme firmware. And you can, by the time you will see this video, chances are Rogue Master will also have this update. But now, right now, Extreme firmware has a great update for this Wi-Fi module board. So that's why I'm using Extreme firmware. And you can switch firmwares, right? So I have already shown you how you can install different firmwares on this Flipper Zero. So according to your requirements and according to the updates in different firmwares, you can change the firmware, right? So it's very easy to switch the firmware in Flipper Zero, which I have shown you in my previous section. So you can switch the firmware anytime. So for this section, we are going to use extreme firmware. So let's just start with the evil portal attack. So let me go in apps and Wi-Fi, and over here you can see there is a Wi-Fi folder, complete folder in apps, and over here you can see this is a Wi-Fi folder, and in this folder you will see evil portal. So what is a evil portal attack? So for those who don't know about evil portal, so evil portal is a type of attack in which we create a fake access point. So it looks like a legitimate access point, but it's a fake access point. And whenever any user connect with this fake access point, it will ask for certain type of information which we can use. So it will ask for the password, it can ask for your Facebook password, or it can ask for your Gmail email and password. So this is all type of things it can ask to use the internet basically. So it will make more sense once you will see this attack in action. So let's just start. So let me go in evil portal, and over here you can see start portal, and there are a few other options. So we can set the name of our access point. So I have just named it free Wi-Fi 121. You can change the name, right? So let's just save it, and we can change the HTML as well. So we will come on the HTML in a moment. So let's just start the portal first, and let's just click on start portal. So it has started the portal, and if you will start this portal and you will go in any Wi-Fi device, you will see this free Wi-Fi 121. So let me show you in my phone. So if I go in my Wi-Fi, over here you can see free Wi-Fi 121, and as soon as I'll connect, you see it is asking me for my Gmail account, right? So over here you can see this is a Gmail page. It looks like a legitimate page, but it's a fake page. So whatever information I'll enter, like whatever password I will enter, you will see that password and email over here. This is how this access point, this fake access point works. So this is a evil portal attack. So let me turn off this portal. So we have to go back and let's just do stop. And over here you can see select HTML. So you can select this basic extreme HTML which is provided, or you can choose your own HTML page as well. So there are links on which you can go and download these pages. So I will provide the resources for this HTML pages on which you will see different pages. So let me show you. So I have just created a folder in my uh, apps assets folder, and over here you can see portals. So over here you can see different pages, so like Amazon, Apple, AT&T, and like this fake hack, modern, Google modern, and this index page. So these are all different pages which you can download. So I will provide the link for these pages, so you can download this in your Flipper Zero in any folder. So it's very easy to download. So you just have to go over here uh, in files, and you can select SD card, and you can just drag and drop this folder. So I have just downloaded it in portals, right? And you can change the page as well. So let me show you the basic page. So let me just go, uh, let's just show. So let me just go in select HTML, and let's just select the basic HTML page. And now let's just change the name of our access point as well. So let's just name it free Wi-Fi 28, right? And let's just save, and let's just start the portal. And if now we will see in our phone, you will see that Wi-Fi name is changed and it's free Wi-Fi 28. Let's just click on it. So it's connected, and now you can see the basic extreme page, right? So this is how you can change the HTML pages. All you have to do is you have to go and select HTML, and you can change the pages. And whatever information I'll enter over here, you will see that information as well. So as you can see, username is test and password is 12345. So this is how you can create evil portal, and you can do a evil portal attack. In our next video, we are going to see another type of attack, which is a deauthentication attack, and we will see how we can deauthenticate all the devices which are connected with any network. Thank you. So in this video, we are going to do deauthentication attack on one of our access point. So before starting this attack, let me tell you, you can do this attack on your own network only, right? So if you are going to do it on someone's else network, you have to get the permission, or else it's illegal to do this attack. So make sure you do this attack on your own network. So we will go in Wi-Fi again, and there is Wi-Fi marauder. So we have to go in Wi-Fi marauder, and first of all we have to scan. So it will scan all the access points and all the Wi-Fi points in your vicinity. So let's just do scan. So you have to keep this scan running for few minutes or few seconds, so that it will get all the access point within your vicinity. So let me run it for few seconds, and let's just hit the back button. And now let's just go in list to see all the access points. So these are all the access point within my vicinity. So you have to select your own access point, or the access point on which you have the permission. So I'm going to select the first one, which is 1. So let's just go back and let's just go in select and let's just type 1. And you can select multiple access point as well. So you have to save it and then again go in select and you can type the other access point as well, right? So right now I'm just going to select the first access point and let's just go in list again. And over here you can see this is selected. So this access point is selected. Uh, Let me just go Wi-Fi router one more time. And over here you can see attack. So there are different types of attack. So we will go on deauthentication attack, and deauthentication attack will deauthenticate all the devices which are connected with this access point. So let me show you in my phone. So over here you can see that I'm connected with this access point, and as soon as I'll start this attack, this will disconnect this device with this access point. So let me show you. So let's just start this attack. So the attack is started, and as you can see, my Wi-Fi point is disconnected. This the attack on which the access point on which I'm doing the attack, it's disconnected. So and it's going to connect with some other access point, or it will just disconnect. So let me just try to reconnect with this access point while this attack is running. And no matter how much I'll try, it will again disconnect. See, it's not going to get connected until this attack is running. So let me just stop this attack, and now let's just try to connect. Okay, now it's connected. So this is how you can do a deauthentication attack. So it will deauthenticate all the devices which are connected with any network. So in our next video, we are going to see how we can capture and crack Wi-Fi passwords. Thank you. So in this video, we are going to see how we can capture the encrypted passwords, the Wi-Fi passwords, and then how we can decrypt those passwords. So let's just start, and let me go in apps and Wi-Fi folder, and we will again go in Wi-Fi marauder, and let's just start the scan. So it will scan all the access points within your vicinity. So let this scan run for a few seconds, and let's just stop, and let's just go in list. Over here you can see all the access points. So I'm going to attack it on 4. This is my own access point, and make sure you do this attack on your own network, or the network on which you have the permissions, right? So this is my own network, so that's why I can attack on this network. So let's just go back and let's just select 4, and let's just make sure it's our own network. So let's just go in list again, and over here you can see our network is selected. And so first we will do a deauthentication attack. So all the devices which are connected with the network will be disconnected, and again then these devices will reconnect. We will capture the file. So let me show you how this attack works. So let's just start with the so let me start with deauthentication, and on my phone you can see as soon as this attack started, uh, the access point is disconnected, and let's just try to reconnect with this access point. So we are not able to reconnect with this access point, as you can see. So let me stop this attack, and let me go down in the sniff, and let's just select deauth. Sorry, we will select raw, and let's just sniff. So it will sniff all the packets. So when this device will be reconnect with the access point, so as you can see it's connected now, so it will capture the handshake. Basically it's a four-way handshake. So in this four-way handshake there is a encrypted password. So let's just stop this, right? So the handshake is almost captured in our pcap file. So let me show you where you can find this pcap file. You have to go in your SD card and app data, Marauder, and there is a pcap folder. Over here you can see this is our pcap file. So you can download this file and then you can use this file to decrypt the password. So I have already downloaded this file. So let me go in my Kali machine. Let's just clear out. And the tool which we are going to use to crack the password is called aircrack underscore ng. Sorry, aircare hyphen ng. And we have to go in media where I have downloaded this file. And this is the file name. And then we have to provide the dictionary through which it can compare this encrypted file and try to decrypt the password. So it's a dictionary attack. So we will go in user share word list, and this is the default word list provided in Kali Linux. So you can use this word list, and there is wi-fi.txt, and let's just hit enter. So it will try to decrypt this password, and if this password is available in this dictionary it will show you over here, right? So it might take some time. So this is how you can do a dictionary attack, and you can try to find the passwords. And if these passwords are strong, if these passwords are strong, you will not find these password in your dictionary. So make sure you use a strong password on your network. So in our next video, we are going to use C1101 module, which is a sub-gigahertz frequency module. So we are going to use this module, this external module, and see how we can capture the different frequencies using this module. Thank you. So now we are going to look at this CC1101 module. It's an external module, and we have already used this module, the built-in module. So the same module is built in Flipper Zero as well, the CC1101 module, and we have used this module in sub gigahertz frequency section. So why we are using this external module? So we are using this external module to increase the distance. Basically, if the frequency is far from your distance, you can use this external module to get that frequency. So you can see there is a antenna with this. So it's almost a 5 dBi antenna, and we can deattach this antenna. So we can use this antenna with this external module that will increase the distance basically, correct? So this is the module which I'm going to use with Flipper Zero. So we need these cables, these jumper wires, male to female jumper wires, to connect with our Flipper Zero. So with these GPIO pins, we have to connect this CC1101 module. So this is the module. So let me show you the sketch diagram. So this is the link on which you can find the sketch diagram, and I will provide this link in the resources file. So over here you can see there are three different types of this module, this CC1101 module. So this is the first type, this is the second type, and this is the third type. So according to your module, whatever module you will get, you can connect with your Flipper Zero. So there is a little difference in sketch diagram. So according to your module, you can use the sketch diagram, and I will provide this link in the resources file. So first I will connect this module, and then in our next video we will see and we will use this module and see what's the difference. Thank you. So over here you can see I have connected this module with my Flipper 0, and in this module you can see there is no LED or anything else through which you can identify that this module is working. So how you can identify that this module is working? So all you have to do is you have to go in uh, sub gigahertz and radio settings, and over here you will see that automatically external module will be selected. So in that way you can identify that you have connected your module correctly and your external module is working. And you can also select the internal module by changing over here, but I'll keep the external module for now. And let's just go in uh, sub gigahertz and frequency analyzer, and let me just decrease the sensitivity. So over here you can see we are seeing so much different frequencies using this module. So this module is capturing frequency from a distance, from far from a distance, right? So you can use this module to capture frequencies from a distance. And if you want to capture the frequency near you, all you have to do is you have to decrease the sensitivity. So right now I have increased the sensitivity over here, you can see. So all I have to do is I have to increase it so that it will not find all these frequencies. But still this module is finding so many frequencies near me, as you can see. So this is a great module, and let me just keep this over here. Let me just keep it over here, and let me just press my wireless switch button, and let's just see. As you can see, it has identified the frequency. Let's just press off. So you can see we can identify the frequency easily, and same way we can lock the frequency, or we can also go in read in frequency hopping. So it will hop the frequency. Let's just press the button one more time for on. As you can see, it has it identified, and let's just press off. See, so this module is very good. The external module is very good with the antenna. So let me just do let's just send the frequency as well. So let's just turn on, and let's just go back, and let's just use the turn off as well. See how fast this module is. Turn on, turn off. So you can use this external module uh, for the frequency hopping as well, and you can also use this module to finding the frequencies which are on a distance. So this module is great on finding frequencies which are on distance. Thank you.